This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're in Hollywood for the Ksi-Logan Paul 2 final press conference. On the bill, fitness fanatic, YouTube star, MMA fighter, now boxer, Josh Brueckner. Josh, how are you, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on the channel.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Ryan. I appreciate it.
Now, as mentioned, you've switched over from MMA to boxing for this huge card this weekend, Ksi-Logan Paul at the Staples Center. Talk to me about that transition. Why boxing? Why now on this card? And how did it come about?
Yeah, so I've been doing MMA for professional MMA for the past 4 years. And about a year ago, I seen KSI versus Logan Paul. They were doing a whole boxing match. And I actually started posting on Instagram hey, I'm gonna fight Logan Paul, just to hype up my demographic and my fans. And I told my girlfriend, I was like, I know I'm not gonna actually fight Logan Paul, he's not even gonna notice this or anything, but I will fight on the next fight card on the undercard. And here we are, I'm here now. So I've been training boxing, obviously, as a part of MMA, so I've been training boxing. And the transition has been pretty good. I have a really good boxing coach. Guys, my boxing coach is not my girlfriend, Katie, and it is also not my mom, or as they said on the commentary, my mum. It was hilarious, but honestly, I love that. That was really good. But she's a savage boxing coach, and she's really good, and she's helping me make this transition to just a straight boxing fight. And yeah.
What have the main changes been? You mentioned you've had several MMA bouts. It's a whole other ball game. It's a whole different sport coming into boxing. What are the subtle changes you've had to make in order to sort of tweak your style, so to speak, to fit into this sport?
Yeah, totally. So MMA and boxing it's a completely different world. And the changes I've made really is a lot of footwork, working on my jab a lot more, and honestly, just boxing IQ instead of MMA. You got wrestling, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, Muay Thai. You have to blend it all together. Now I'm focusing on one thing, and that's just strictly boxing. Boxing IQ, boxing conditioning, all the boxing training, so footwork, everything. And it's still a lot, man, but the transition has gone really well, and I'm super excited to showcase my skills on Saturday.
Now, as we mentioned at the beginning, you're a man with a lot of fingers and a lot of pies, so to speak. You dabble into YouTube, MMA, now boxing. We always hear people say you don't play boxing. I've no doubt your dedication, but how hard is it to juggle that full-time training alongside other avenues and other parts of your career, other career paths? How hard is it to manage all that?
Honestly, I love that saying. It's super true. You cannot play boxing. This could be a life or death situation. It's a fight, you have to fight. We're coming here to fight, so it's kill or be killed in the sport. And with doing social media, YouTube, if you guys don't know, me and my girlfriend post daily on our JD Vlogs account, so it's a lot of work, but I like to say I'm a hard worker. And when I commit to doing something, I give it my all, put 100% into it, and I'll lose sleep, I'll do whatever I have to do to make this an entertaining fight and to have fun. I'm here to win, so
What is it the prize fighting means to you? Where did it begin, and what gave you the bug to sort of keep going down at the gym and keep improving? Where did it all begin for you?
Yeah, totally. So I saw MMA on TV, and I was like, dang, those dudes are shredded. They're throwing flying knees, head kick knockouts, and I was like, how do I do that? I don't know. Some people call me crazy. I don't think I'm crazy. I'm just super, super competitive. And I always said fighting was like a modern day gladiator. So I love the one-on-one aspect, and I'm competitive. I always like to push myself to the next level and do the next thing to challenge myself. So that's how I stay active, and I'm able to get in the boxing gym every single day and still get after it with everything else that I'm doing. I hold myself accountable to the highest level, so I'm always trying to train and better myself.
A lot of talk in the boxing world, Josh, has been about us seeing our world champions, two of our prize assets, Billy Joe Saunders, Devin Haney, on the undercard of two YouTubers. A lot of the more sort of old school boxing fans said it's a poor idea. World champions, fighters of such high prestige, shouldn't be on the undercard of YouTubers. I know the fighters themselves, especially Devin Haney, see it as an opportunity though, a forward-thinking way to penetrate a new market. Is that how you see it as well?
Yeah, 100%. As a boxer, you're an entertainer. You're here to entertain, and that's all. I'm sure they're going to come to the fight like they are the main event. Every fight I've had, when I'm not the main event, you got to think of yourself as the main event anyways. And you just come here to put on a show and entertain, and they're going to be able to do that in the eyes of way different spectators. So I think it's super cool for the boxing community and fighting in general. And I'm on the undercard too, and I'm going to treat myself like the main event. I'm here to steal the show with a knockout, and yeah, we got something planned, but I'm super excited for that, and I'm excited to watch that fight.
Let's talk about the main event. KSI Logan Paul 2. First fight, Logan Paul looked like he was going to cruise it after the first 2 rounds. Perhaps got a bit complacent and also, by his own admission, emptied his own tank. Do you think he just needs to have that little bit more composure this time and sort of stay calm in there rather than letting it all go and then struggling again in the second half of the fight?
Yeah, so I've watched that fight, and man, props to KSI because he had a heart. He took a beating in that first couple of rounds, and he came back and pulled out a draw. I'm super excited to watch like what goes down in the rematch because honestly, I don't really know what's gonna happen. Like Logan Paul looks like a beast. KSI seems to be training hard. Like that's what people are saying. I haven't watched too much of his stuff, but I know I'm super excited to see who wins that fight because I might just be the guy to fight the winner. I don't know. I'm gonna come up like through the undercard. No one's gonna know, and it's just like boom, like Josh versus the winner of that fight.
I know you said you have no idea what is going to happen on Saturday night. If I gave you $1 though, your last dollar, and said you have to put it on one of these guys, where would your money be, Josh?
I hate to take sides, but I gotta say Logan Paul because I feel like he's taking this fight a lot more seriously. And he seems like he reminds me a little bit of myself. Like when you put your mind to something, like you're gonna do it and commit 100% to it. And like you can kind of see that in his videos and everything. But I've never seen what is happening behind the scenes. But just from the videos and social media stuff, I'm gonna place my last dollar on Logan Paul.
Josh, I feel like we're about to get started with this press conference, so I'll leave the final word to yourself. What do we see from you on Saturday? What can we expect?
Yeah, thank you. You can expect me to steal the show on Saturday night, and that's all I got to say. I'm going to leave you with a little mic drop.
Thank you for not actually dropping it. We'll catch you very soon.